It's an interesting.
I
I've
never
never
really
had to
understood the
sit there and
differentiation.
think about the differentiation between cobwebs and spiderwebs, but that makes sense.
I mean, what makes them different?
What
Presumably
is-
dust and scariness, right?
One is made by a spider, the other is made by a cob. But we have never seen a cob, so we know not what this insect is.
Isn't a cob a shoe?
mysterious- Or
cobbler
horn.
is a shoemaker. So
Shoemakers
one would
make
only-
cobwebs?
That's probably
Yeah.
where they come from. Because they're a
Probably.
dead business.
They just
What was a shoemaker
out.
doing in your home?
You think
Making shoes.
cobblers are a dead business?
That wasn't the question. The question
Maybe in
was,
some
why are they in
places.
your home?
Do you have shoes?
I do, but they're
No.
made by little Japanese children in sweatshops.
You think
At
they're
least
not
these
cobblers?
Maybe Ethiopian, I don't know.
They're cobblers. They're just not the like. You know, they're
the
not in
tradition-
the Netherlands wearing
They're-
clogs.
It's more like
you
forced
picture.
cobbling, is what I'm assuming.
Slave cobbling.
Is someone that makes clogs a cloggler then?
No, just cobblers. They're
They're
all
a
cobblers.
whittler.
Those are cloggers, actually. No, cloggers are dancers. Anyways, welcome, everyone. Welcome back to Hard Reset number 96, the one where we're going to talk about our E3 reactions. I am your host, The Law Morris, Patrick, The Law Morris. Joining me, as per usual, the effervescent Andrew Etchen.
Vivacious and effervescent.
And coming back to see if he can rack up some trivia points, the nonchalant, non-rememberable, he's Nathan Crumrine.
Pretty average.
Pretty
Pretty
average.
Okay.
That doesn't start with N, but all right.
Pretty average.
That's why it's pretty average.
You can see everything we do all in one spot, including our movies podcast, No Refunds, the podcast that watches bad movies so you don't have to, over at coldnorthpro.com. Now we have a lot to discuss, including E3 and the major conferences. So before we get to that, I want to know what you guys have been playing this week. Andrew, tell me what you've been playing this week.
It's been kind of a weird mix of things. I've been playing more Warframe. That game's kind of a weird addiction.
Always.
But I picked back up Monster Hunter World to just try and get myself kind of back into it before the DLC eventually comes out. But
Getting ready for Iceborne.
the other day I decided to buy Kingdom Come Deliverance.
Oh,
and I bought the like special edition that comes with all the stuff, and I'm like an hour into that, and that game is really interesting.
It really
I need to
is.
play it more. It's like it's very good, but it's also like sort of daunting. You're like you have hunger levels and like all this stuff. It's like very intense. And I got like basically through the intro, and then I haven't played since then. But yeah, that game is like very, very intense, like very, very daunting. But it's good in a weird way, with it being realistic, like medieval time period and Christianity and like all of this. It actually has, like, to me, I feel like it has this strange kind of like mysticism to it, because everyone like believes in God and like God's, ability to solve all problems, like, very, very Christian. But just with the time period, it actually like weirdly adds like a level of like mysticism, which is kind of interesting.
It's
So
fantasy
an
without
interesting-
fantasy.
Yeah, it's like a fantasy without fantasy, which is very intriguing. But the game it's really good so far. It's definitely like taken me a little bit though. It's like baby steps to get started.
Yeah. When I started that game, I got a little bit in, and I like once you're in the free world, or the free roam part, roaming the world, you get a very real sense of where you fall in line in society, and it's brutal.
With just being like a random fucking boy, basically.
It's
Right
brutal.
now,
No
I'm
one
in-
gives a shit about you. Everyone will kill you.
Yeah, and then I know as you play through, and like depending on how you kind of make your guy, like you can be like a bad person, and people will be scared of you. Or like,
Well-
I'm like, should I be a nobility, or should I be like a wayfarer robber like type guy?
But it takes so much work to be anything else, because it's like these people care if your clothes are dirty. Like they care
Yeah, or
if
you're, like,
it looks like
messy.
you haven't showered. It
Or if you have blood on you, people
Yeah,
like will be
yeah.
scared of you.
It's that is just such a weird, crazy concept for games that I feel like most people would not be into, but I'm like so down with.
Yeah, like going and fighting some people and killing them all and getting blood all over yourself, and then just marching into town and being like, "Give me some food," and someone's like, "Okay, I'm sorry."
Well, that was actually a really strange thing there. I mean, because it's not the first time a game has ever done that, but like, in Metal Gear Solid 5, it's like you have to shower, otherwise Snake just looks disgusting. Yeah,
I don't remember that.
yeah, you have to shower in Metal Gear Solid 5. Otherwise, he gets really dirty and bloody and gross. And, like, his hair starts to get all matted.
Oh, I didn't know that. Maybe I just, like, totally forgot about that.
Yeah.
Maybe you just never showered all through the game.
I might not have. I
Didn't pay attention to the
by the end.
Progressive nastiness.
Metal Gear, and everyone's like,
Metal
"Ew, who the
Gear.
fuck are you?"
You're that ninja.
Who's this random homeless guy with all these guns?
Yeah, exactly. And then also in Red Dead Redemption 2,
Yep.
they will react differently to you based on your cleanliness.
Yep.
But-
I always got so annoyed when I would go through a bath or whatever, and then immediately something would happen, and I would fall in the mud, and I'd be so pissed.
But I would always like to take Arthur to the bathhouse and get the deluxe bath, because you know that's ending with a handy J.
Oh, ooh.
A little bath time handy J.
Yeah. So Kingdom Come sounds
Old
interesting.
Western version of a happy ending.
That's right. Where are you playing that, Andrew?
Oh, that's on PlayStation 4.
Nice.
On that Pro, baby.
Nice.
The game runs pretty smoothly on it. It definitely is like. I've been really surprised. Like playing on the Pro, I forgot that I had played like Warframe and Monster Hunter and like all these games on like the regular version, and then playing it on the Pro, I'm like, wow, this runs at like a smooth 60 frames per second. Like even when it's just like chaotic particle effect madness.
Like, wow, this runs really well. It's almost like they should have built competent hardware from the beginning. Yeah. Nathan, what have you been playing?
So I have this one friend that we don't see each other very often, but when we do, we find one game.
Is it Gabe?
To just no,
it's Gabe.
It's not.
Let's all pretend Gabe. It's Gabe.
Don't.
Can we call him Gabe?
We always find like one game. We go through like my Steam library, so PC, and we pick a game and we just kind of run through that as much as possible. And if we don't like it, we move on to something else. But really, our goal is to find something we both haven't played before. So it's a new experience for both of us. Something co-op, local co-op, and
that's a good idea.
Yeah, and what ends up happening is we play this game for hours straight together, just sitting side by side, going through this game, like experiencing it together. And
man, that was the best part about playing Diablo couch co-op.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, like. Anything from like the PS2 era, and that's really when we started playing together, was like PS2. We went through tons of games together like that, and so that's kind of what we ended up doing. He actually just left around 2:00 today, and we went through this game called Rampage Nights, and it's we end up liking roguelikes because they just have so much more replayability and so many, like, it has such an opening for humor, and so. Like this game, you can get a disease called ass disease, where it literally makes your face either a donkey or just a straight butt. And you have to go through multiple levels as a butthead, yeah. So that game was really fun. Pretty indie.
That sounds fun.
It's actually really good. That's all
why I'm so stoked for Borderlands.
Interesting.
I can't wait to play like a couch co-op game with my roommate.
Yeah.
Are you so Nathan?
Good.
Did you play Dead Cells?
I didn't. That's normally the kind of game that I would really be into. I just haven't gotten around to it yet.
Yeah, seems like your
I feel like that would be a good Switch game.
Yeah, I think it's on Switch.
It is,
I
but
thought it was, but
yeah, Nathan,
it is.
When are you going to buy a fucking Switch?
Console.
I don't know. I've been thinking about it more lately because I have a decent paycheck coming in soon. So
and plus,
I've thought about it.
You have to do Link Between Worlds.
Wait, what?
Link Between Worlds is coming out.
When?
Like September, I think.
What is that? Is that a Zelda game?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's Nathan's favorite Zelda game ever.
That's not true.
Shut up.
Link's Awakening.
False.
Are you talking
Oh,
about
no.
Awakening?
Yeah, not Link Between Worlds. Link's Awakening.
Yeah, I do want to play that.
I used to love that game on the Game Boy.
Remake is coming
did you see
in.
how they're did you see how they're remaking it, the graphics and everything?
No, I haven't seen really anything of it. I just remember that huge hype people had where they were like, I can't wait to steal from the general store again. But then you go back in and the guy like blasts you with this like Kamehameha laser and you're like, how the fuck did you know how to do that?
Yeah.
Well,
teach me moves.
Considering Andrew hasn't seen anything, I'm psyched to be discussing E3 with him.
I haven't
seen that. I saw like, most of the other stuff though.
Oh,
Pretty
okay,
much
good.
everything else.
Link's Awakening was like last year E3.
No, Link's Awakening was announced earlier this year.
Was it?
Yeah.
It feels so long ago. So much has changed.
It was like 2 or 3 months ago, dude.
I'm
so
like
much has
4
changed.
years old.
You need
Nothing
to
gold can stay.
wait. You're only 24.
I said 84.
Oh, I was like, you're like 26,
Nope.
27.
Yep.
Anyways,
You made it to the 27 club. Good job. Now you have to kill yourself before the end of the year.
That is planned.
if you want to be famous, if you're okay with not
If you
being
wanna be
famous,
famous.
don't kill yourself.
You
That's
guys
the
are
rule.
tasked with taking my albums and my library of songs that I've never seen the light of day and pushing
Pass.
them to the rest of the world, if that's the case.
Pass.
Turning it into
live.
a legend.
I'm just letting you know I'm not
Nathan
going to do
Eternal.
that.
We'll call it.
Nope, I'm not going to do that.
Patrick will come in and wipe my hard drives.
If you kill yourself, your memory will be forgotten.
What if I die in like a car crash or something?
I still won't do it.
We shall put one song on SoundCloud. We shall see
On
if
SoundCloud.
if it suddenly becomes a gigantic
Well,
hit.
We'll put it on MySpace.
Yeah, and we'll say, hey, check my mixtape, bro, and we'll send it to like record label producers.
We'll send it to the kid down the street.
Yeah, exactly. And whose uncle is a record label guy. But anyways, so I actually did something similar to what you did, Nathan. Ethan texted me last week and he was like, hey, we should play something, and it's been a while, and I was like, yeah, let's play Halo. And then the weekend came along and I texted him and I was like, hey, so I know I said we were going to play Halo, but do you want to just play through Gears? And he was like, that's a great idea. And so Ethan and I started Gears of War 1 Ultimate Edition on Saturday night, and we played very, very late, and then we woke up on Sunday morning and finished it.
Nice.
And man, Gears of War, awesome game. Like, so
Yeah,
cool.
the first one is so fun.
Yeah.
I love that level with all like the bats.
Oh, I know. The krill.
That's so memorable, yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. So and it's a game that I had like avoided for a long time, and I don't know why, but now I'm super into it, and I'm like, we already started the second one, and we're going to play through 1, 2, 3, and 4 before 5 comes out, and then we're going to play through 5 together.
Nice.
So
That'll be fun.
yeah, Gears of War.
Hell yeah.
It was awesome.
Maybe I should just download like the Handsome Jack collection and play that with my roommate and just be like, we should just like get into Borderlands so that when the new one comes out, he like knows exactly what's good, and it's just like, fuck yeah, let's do this shit.
Well, it was free last month, so
Oh yeah, I have it.
yep.
I would
So-
love to play the second one again. I love the second one.
There you go. And new DLC.
Oh yeah.
So there you go. Which leads us directly into the topic of the show,
The topic of the show.
which we're also going to be calling the news at now. So topic of the show and the news, really we're just talking about E3 and kind of our reactions to it. So just right off the bat, I want to let's just start. What was the highlight of the whole show? The highlight of the week for you guys. One announcement. What was it? I know I'm putting you on the spot here.
God, I mean, there was a lot of different stuff. I'm honestly a lot more excited for The Last Order than I thought I was going to be. After seeing all the gameplay and stuff for the new Star Wars game,
Oh, Jedi Fallen Order?
Fallen Order, it looks a lot like
Mid
Jedi
2000s.
Academy or like Jedi Outcast, and I'm like, those were amazing games. And if that's anything like that, or even if it's like the Force Unleashed, I think it'll be super fun.
Yeah, it looks a lot like mid-2000s Star Wars games, and that's really good.
Yeah, it definitely that definitely got me excited. That, and then I'm still just very excited for Death Stranding. I just think that game's going to be very interesting.
Yeah, so that wasn't at E3, but I am super excited for Death Stranding. I have PTO, so I can play it for 4 days straight.
Nice. Nice.
But yeah, I'm really psyched for I'm actually not crazy excited for Fallen Order, but I think that it looks good. I think it looks good, not great.
Yeah. It's sort of like you just have to sort of take it for what it is.
Exactly. And it is what I wanted it to be, which is just a very mid-2000s Star Wars game.
Like cool third-person Star Wars, yeah.
Yeah. Just third-person action adventure, not trying to reinvent the wheel or anything, right?
Mm-hmm.
But just neat.
Except for throwing some Titanfall parkour in there.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's kind of got those new creature comforts, but like still very like old school Star Wars. Except, oh my god, the character model for Saw Gerrera looked terrible.
Mm.
And I know that's super nitpicky, but
they might make it better. We'll have to just give it time.
Hopefully. And I mean, we did
like
see
the Sonic thing. It'll come out and everyone will be like, "What the fuck is this?" And then it'll be postponed for another year.
Yeah. We did
that
see
didn't even get postponed, right? That just kept. They're just like, all right, it's still going to release the same day.
No,
and
Sonic got postponed.
It did.
Yeah, the movie did.
Oh,
they're like, okay, we're gonna fix this.
Yeah,
he looks like
I heard that it
child.
didn't get returned or postponed, and so they were just gonna let's do the whole movie again.
At first, they said they were changing the model, and then a few weeks later, they were like, actually, we're gonna have to postpone this.
Yeah, it's harder to re-render a whole movie than just like doing it really fast.
Exactly. Nathan, highlight of the show.
I didn't really see it at all. And I was extremely busy the weekend that it was going on. So I didn't see much, but what's really intriguing to me is the sequel to Breath of the Wild.
Oof.
Yeah, I was excited about that.
That is an interesting prospect, and I think the only time what is it officially called Breath of the Wild 2?
No. It's just called they just said the sequel to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is in development.
See, what's interesting is we've never had a sequel to a Zelda game.
That's not true at all. We've had a lot of sequels to Zelda games.
What?
A Link Between Worlds is a direct sequel to A Link to the Past.
No. But they've never outright said it's a sequel.
No, that's not true. They have.
What the fuck?
Majora's Mask is a sequel to Ocarina of Time.
They've said that.
Yes, Phantom Hourglass is a sequel to Wind Waker. Spirit Tracks is a sequel.
Said that, though.
Yes, Spirit Tracks is a sequel to Phantom Hourglass.
See, because I've only ever had the understanding that people were going out of their way to tie all the games together, and the whole time Nintendo's just been like, "Yeah, this might be here, and it looks like it is, and it's obviously kind of is, but it's not. It's never been said.
No, they are officially confirmed canonical sequels.
All right, I don't care anymore.
In fact, I'm sorry, but in fact, Spirit Tracks and Phantom Hourglass, you play as the exact same Link from Wind Waker. So,
I actually completely overlooked. I mean, honestly, out of everything, I'm still super stoked for Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
Oh, that one, yeah.
That's gotta be way up there for me, especially Keanu fucking Reeves.
Really good. I forgot all about that. I just looked it up real quick. What were some of the other ones? Because now I'm blanking. But man, that looks like it's gonna be really fucking cool.
Yeah, Cyberpunk looks amazing. Keanu Reeves was in the trailer. Oh my god.
Everyone lost their minds.
My penis was so hard.
That one guy got the ultimate edition because he called Keanu Reeves gorgeous or
he was like, He was.
He's like, they're stunning.
No. What happened was Keanu was talking about. He was like, exploring this open world is truly breathtaking, and this guy in the crowd goes, "You're breathtaking," and Keanu goes, "No, you're breathtaking," and like shouts and points. And the breathtaking guy, the guy that shouted it, wound up getting the Ultimate Edition of Cyberpunk free.
Wow.
Which I think is really funny. Like, it's just a cool PR move. But yeah, and Keanu, damn, he can handle a heckler. Mainly because hecklers, the worst thing they have to say to him is, "You're breathtaking."
Yeah, for real. I was going to say, he's got the best hecklers in the world.
Yeah.
All they do is compliment him.
Yeah. So, I guess I should mention my highlight. God, there were a lot of things that I'm really excited for. Cyberpunk, I really liked the Halo trailer. Strangely enough, I think it's Luigi's Mansion 3.
Really?
Yeah.
Forgot there was a second one.
God, Nathan, you're forgetting all about sequels tonight.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm really.
To be fair, I never really played the first one, so.
The first one was boss. I love it.
Was Final Fantasy VII remake, like, was that like kind of part of it too? Because
yeah.
I'm definitely stoked for that. Watching some of the trailers for it, I'm like, man, if they make that game, seeing it on the store and seeing it be like, buy the season pass, I was like,
it's there.
But I'm like, God, if they withhold like certain major portions of that game in a season pass, that's gonna be really fucking annoying. Because my God, the only trailer stuff they showed is Midgard, which is the very beginning, or not Midgard. What's that called? Well,
it's
whatever.
Midgard. No, it's Midgard.
Is it?
Yeah.
That like initial starting city, and I'm like, that starting city in the original game, that alone is like probably 10 hours or like more of playtime.
Well, so let me put your worries at ease. The game is shipping on 2 Blu-ray discs.
Oh, wow.
So Blu-ray discs can hold 60 gigs of data.
Oh,
and
so that's okay.
They need 2 of them.
Yeah. It's like Final Fantasy 9 on back in the day where they were like, I think it was like 8 discs or something like that, or 4 discs. Like,
I had like the triple stacked
7
whatever, yeah.
7 is on 3, I think. And I mean, but like for a game to have to be on 2 discs at this point is pretty gigantic.
Yeah.
Like Red Dead Redemption 2 was on 2 discs. And that's really the only one I can think of off the top of my head. But crazy. Actually, I don't know. Was Red Dead Redemption 2 on 2 discs on PS4, Nathan?
I don't know. It doesn't sound familiar to me, but I'm forgetting everything. So
that's true. Yeah, I played it on Xbox and it was awesome. But yeah, I would say the highlight for me had to have been Luigi's Mansion 3. It looks awesome. It looks like they've expanded the idea in such a cool way because obviously like you have to up it because the first game was in a mansion and that was really cool. But you kind of have to up it in scale, right? You have to like
we've added a basement.
Exactly. And
there's a shed outside. A garden.
You guys are just describing Luigi's Mansion. All of those things are in Luigi's Mansion.
There's a second mansion.
There is a shed. There is a garden. And you're now describing Luigi's Mansion 2. There was actually a neighborhood of mansions. And that was kind of dumb. I felt like because like they did have to expand. Obviously. But
Luigi's bougie neighborhood. Like.
Yeah, exactly. They had to expand, but it was a weird way to expand. But the third one takes place in a haunted hotel. And that's awesome. Like
that is pretty cool.
The idea of like going around a like dark hotel in the middle of the night is scary enough, and like haunt it with ghosts. Oh, I'm into
Man, I
it.
never
literally
played
have
Luigi's
hotels
Mansion.
where that is the selling point.
I really wish I had Luigi's Mansion. I never got a chance to play it, and I've heard it's like really good. Is the second one on like Switch or something? Like,
no, the second one is on 3DS.
Ah, darn.
But then I'm not sure how invested in playing Luigi's Mansion you are. You can play both on 3DS because they remade the first one for 3DS. and you can get a 2DS for like $50. So you could be playing both of those games for like, I think a grand total of like 80, maybe $90.
Well, perhaps one day.
Yeah, $45 per game, not bad. I'm just saying. Those games are awesome. And then on top of that, you get to play Pokemon. But
it's true. Maybe one day. Maybe one day.
Maybe you should. Now it's a good time. You got some time to be playing some video games. But speaking of Pokemon, what did you guys think of Pokemon?
It looks interesting. I haven't played a Pokemon game since Silver back in the day. So like, I don't know. Part of me is sort of just like, that's cool. I don't really have much hype about it.
Nathan?
I haven't seen anything about Pokemon, so I have no idea.
Damn, you guys are great to be on a podcast with. No.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, I know. You're doing me a favor. I get it. Thank you. God.
I'm doing this for you, not the listeners.
Can't fucking make a goddamn joke. No, but I actually was pretty disappointed with Pokemon. It looks like it's not the step that I wanted it to be moving on to Switch. And
yeah,
the visuals in the 3D area are pretty weak, even for the Switch standards. Like,
it's not quite as...
How so?
Yeah.
Like, just...
I mean, it looks pretty bad. Like, I'll see if I can find a screenshot for you. But no, Pokemon, I wasn't thrilled about. I might not even buy it on day one. I don't know.
I mean, it's possible, but yeah, I feel like it's probably just more of the same general Pokemon, play style. Like, it's just what it is. Like,
hopefully
they should make a Breath of the Wild version of Pokemon.
Right, and that's what Pokemon... That's what I was wanting
cool.
Pokemon to be, was I was wanting it to be a Breath of the Wild style reboot, like level of reboot of the game, of like reinvention of the series. Nathan, I just sent you a picture. That's Pokemon right next to Breath of the Wild.
Whoa.
Yeah, it looks real bad.
It looks like a PlayStation game, like PlayStation 2.
Yeah. Here, Andrew, I'll send it to you. It looks real bad, and graphically it's very unimpressive. Gameplay wise, I mean, it's Pokemon, so like that's cool, but they were selling us on this idea of the Pokemon Bank, which yeah, looks bad. They were selling us on this idea of the Pokemon Bank, and then that became Pokemon Home. And it's like, but then they announced, hey, by the way, we're sorry, but you're not going to be able to import all your Pokemon because not all 800 some Pokemon will be available on this game. It's only Pokemon that are native to the Galar region.
Mm-hmm.
Which, disappointing.
Yeah, that's awfully limiting.
Yeah. So
interesting.
But Xbox, we got the Scarlet announcement, not a release date. Well, a release window for holiday 2020. So I was wrong on that, but that's okay. Worse things have happened. So Nathan, I know that you're more open-minded than someone else on this podcast.
What you trying to say, boy?
I'm just trying to say that I'm a filthy knuckle dragger and you're not.
Yeah, you are.
No, but like,
no, I'm just kidding.
I feel like the tide has been turning for Microsoft, and I feel like they've been really making up a lot of lost ground. And I think that, like, obviously my primary console is going to be whichever one the group chooses together. But I was starting to think maybe that'll be Xbox. And so, like, how do you feel after seeing Scarlet, or seeing the Scarlet announcement?
I haven't seen it.
Oh, God damn it.
I will tell you my thoughts in general, though. I think if Xbox puts anything together for VR, then I'll be excited. Anything, because if anything comes out for VR, then it's going to be obviously something better than PSVR, but I already know that PlayStation VR is going to be obviously coming to the next PlayStation.
Next
so yeah, and I mean, like, that's just I've said for fucking years that that's like the future of gaming to me. At least a future of gaming. It's a different play style, but it's going to be a big part, I think, once it gets to be
Big,
really
yeah.
easy. So I mean, if they commit to that mission and keep it going, then Sony's going to be my beloved in that way. But I could easily just see me, honestly, I could see me getting both again, just because that's how it happens.
Oh man, I'm absolutely getting both again. But like, I get both every generation. Like,
Yeah.
the last generation that I didn't get both was SNES and Sega Genesis.
Oh,
So,
Back in the day.
yeah.
it was a while ago.
Andrew, would you be willing to buy an Xbox?
Maybe. PS5 will certainly be my like main focus,
Your primary console.
But we'll see.
Yeah.
Because if everybody moves to Xbox, who am I going to play games with?
I mean, that's
If
true.
they get crossplay going, then it might not even matter.
Oh, I'm sure it'll still matter. They'll still struggle with party systems. They'll still struggle grouping up.
Yeah, but we could always use
Discord
to talk at least.
But
But
that's
true, grouping up will be, partying up will be a pain in the ass.
yeah.
Even though that's the one thing that would make crossplay even have a point, in my opinion.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
We saw more on the Outer Worlds. Nathan, I know that you didn't see it, but I know that you were more
That game
interested
does look
in the Outer
interesting.
Worlds.
What is that? Just brief synopsis?
It's Fallout 4.
Oh,
See, that got it.
But like space.
Fallout
Right.
4.
Yeah,
What?
it's Obsidian's Fallout 4.
Oh shit! Yeah, okay, I'm really interested in that.
Yeah, that game comes out this fall.
Oh no way! Okay,
Oh.
I'm most certainly going to be getting that.
This podcast is
Because
just
I've
Nathan learning about E3.
Yeah, I mean, what better way to? I mean, I'm just reflecting your demographic that hasn't actually watched E3 yet. So,
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, we're just getting
I'm helping
learned.
you guys.
Getting learned.
So, Andrew, you said that you're interested in Outer Worlds?
Yeah, I watched a few videos of it and the trailer of it and everything, and it definitely looks interesting. It's gonna definitely be one of those games that I'm gonna let it come out and then I'm gonna watch a review of it and then I'll make my decision.
Yeah, well, good news is Nathan and I aren't going to have to do that.
Yeah.
Day one, Game Pass, baby.
Oh, snap!
Yeah.
All right.
So we're just going to download the game and play it.
See that? Game Pass is such an interesting thing because that is like,
That's a big deal.
it is a big deal. I don't like that it doesn't make me as stoked for games because there's something about like having to go out and buy them that makes you like, yes.
Well, and having to be invested
But having
in them.
Game Pass is like,
Like having to be, you're monetarily invested in it.
yeah. But I mean, Sea of Thieves and State of Decay, I got on Game Pass, and like those damn bastards at Microsoft, they knew that would just get me for life. So here I am.
They knew.
They did. Those are the two games that I was just like, yeah, I could pay $10 a month to keep those forever and end up spending like $300.
Way more than
than
it
I
would
should.
cost you to just own the
Yeah.
games.
Yeah.
So speaking
But I
of
have
Game
actually-
Pass,
I have actually used Game Pass quite a bit. So
yeah, no, I like Game Pass a lot. Speaking of Game Pass, Ori and the Will of the Wisps coming in February. Minecraft Dungeons. I thought this one was hilarious because in the trailer, it's a dungeon crawler. It's a Minecraft dungeon crawler, which is dumb.
That sounds
play
silly.
Minecraft.
Yeah, there's plenty of dungeons in Minecraft.
Minecraft mod done.
Yeah. I thought this one was really funny because in the trailer they were like, from the creators of Minecraft. And I was like, we all fucking know who Notch is. And I don't think he worked on this game.
Yeah. Actually, that's hilarious.
Like, dumb. A Blair Witch game.
Oh, really? I didn't see that.
Yeah. Very weird. Actually looks pretty good.
Really kind of scary.
It honestly better for coming out of the woodwork like that.
Yeah. Like, looks pretty cool. Cyberpunk looked awesome. Battletoads.
What? No. What?
Yep.
No. What?
There's a new Battletoads. They announced it last year.
Really?
No.
Yeah.
What? No.
It's animated.
No. What?
And it's coming out. It's coming to Game Pass. Let's see if I...
No.
Nathan is excited for Battle Pass. I actually didn't like the art style as much. It wasn't
sometimes those like animation styles can be hit or miss, but I think there's kind of like a retro sort of nostalgic feel to something like that.
Definitely.
I'm always down for the retro nostalgic feel.
Definitely. And like to me this felt more like, because there is without a doubt like a retro nostalgic feel, but like I feel like there's a huge difference between it feeling like an authentic retro nostalgic feel and like someone trying to package nostalgia and sell it to you. And this feels more like packaged nostalgia, whereas I wanted it to feel more authentic.
Yeah.
But we really didn't see much of it, just a short trailer, so maybe it's better than I thought. Game Pass Ultimate is a new thing. Basically it gets you for $15 a month, you're going to get Live Gold, Game Pass on Xbox, Game Pass on PC.
Don't you already have Game Pass on PC? If you have Game Pass?
No.
Then how come I can play Sea of Thieves on my computer without any problems?
That is Xbox Play Anywhere.
But it's not using my Xbox.
I know, but that's an initiative of, if it's a Microsoft game, it supports a program called Play Anywhere, where you can play, if you have a legitimate copy of the game on one platform or the other, you can play the digital version on the other platform and cross save.
So what exactly is the difference here?
Game Pass it's not Xbox Play Anywhere. It is, because Xbox Play Anywhere is like you buy Sea of Thieves or you buy Recore. And if you buy Recore on digital on Xbox, then you like, oh, I want to get into PC gaming, and you build a PC, then you can play the PC version. Like, you also own the PC version. Whereas Game Pass is a subscription service, and they now have a PC version of that with PC games.
So essentially, the difference is that in Game Pass, games that aren't ordinarily open to or aren't ordinarily played on PC are going to be able to be playable on PC.
Games that aren't necessarily on Xbox Play Anywhere are available on Game Pass.
Okay.
But $15 a month, not bad. Plus Halo Reach on PC. First time ever.
That hasn't been good on Xbox One. So
No, it's great on Xbox One now.
Oh, that took a while.
Yeah. Slow burn. I appreciate them. I appreciate their
slow
commitment.
burn. Just gotta give it time.
I appreciate their commitment, though. They fucked something up and they stuck with it and made it good. Speaking of Fallout 76.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Andrew,
Game I never played.
you didn't play that one either?
No.
I'm actually somewhat interested in playing it now.
Good. Eat your words.
Eat your words.
I'm willing to admit when I'm wrong. And also, I'm not wrong. I wasn't wrong. That game was bad. Still is.
It definitely looks like it.
It had about 5 times more hilarious, awful bugs than Skyrim had.
Which is a lot.
I still don't think that it was necessarily a bad game. Because there were only 2 points where I was playing and I was like, that's fucked up and bad. But everything else I had a lot of fun with the people that I played with. So I don't think that qualifies as a bad game.
Well, coming to Fallout 76. Human NPC characters. New single-player quest line. Your choices make changes in the world. It's basically the game Fallout 76 should have been from the very beginning. It's coming this fall, and the update is free.
Nice. That's dope.
That's certainly good.
It should have been.
Yes. It's the game it should have been. And that's like cool because the game it should have been, I was kind of interested in Fallout 76. But then it wasn't what they advertised.
I mean, it was. It just sucked. It was exactly what they advertised. It just wasn't like...
Just didn't execute.
Just was a bad idea.
Properly.
Yes.
Okay.
Like, it wasn't optimized, really, essentially, in my opinion. It was exactly what they advertised, but it wasn't optimized.
All right. Andrew, you played Evil Within, right?
I played the first one. I actually really want to get the second one. I'm kind of hoping and like holding out hope that they're going to just give it away for free or something.
Yeah.
But because the first one, that game is fucking scary. Like,
oh yeah,
definitely remember just like the first few levels of that game when like it slowly goes from like a Resident Evil sort of horror to just like a balls to the walls, like everything is just fucking scary. And it's a great game. They're definitely really good. I'm very, very curious about the second one.
And I heard Evil Within 2 was even better. Nathan, did you play Evil Within?
Kind of takes all the things that I think
did. The first had my experience was not nearly as good as your guys'. I played it one time with Mike on our projector at our bachelor pad, and we could not get past the first room. We couldn't figure out what to do. So we just quit.
Wow.
Like, this is awful, and we've spent 20 minutes now trying to do this, and it's not making any sense, so we're quitting.
Really? Huh.
Yep.
Because what
we couldn't get out of the room with the guy with the chainsaw or whatever it was. Like, we couldn't figure out where to go. No, that's the first one.
Oh, are you talking about the
very first thing
like
that
the barn in the very beginning? You just shoot him in the face with that like a billion fucking times.
We couldn't.
Like, what is it? Drop you in a boss fight right away?
1,000,000,000 times?
There's
apparently
even a trophy that you can sneak up on him and backstab him and kill him instantly, and there's a trophy for that.
Jeez, Nathan, should have snuck up on him.
Do your research. No, I'm just kidding. But
yeah, no, we didn't care that much. We were just like, this is not fun.
This is hard. I don't want this anymore.
It wasn't even that it was hard because we were trying for a while and just like nothing seemed to work. So we were just like, meh. I don't know.
All right, well, new game from the creators of Evil Within called Ghostwire Tokyo.
That does look good.
Looks fucking really weird, and I'm psyched.
Yes. That is the one thing I have seen, and that looks sick. The graphics. I sent it to the group, and I
thought it was real.
Look at that ramen. Look at that ramen. I literally had ramen like all week long and was like, that is my meal right now that I'm eating. It's so good.
Nathan, you're so poor.
No. This was like authentic, like good Japanese ramen.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't Maro-chan or whatever.
Oh, I think I literally just found the picture you're talking about.
Yeah.
With the ramen?
That looks tasty.
Yeah.
Ghostwire Tokyo.
Man,
we have no idea what it's about. Kind of looks like they're chasing that same like mystique that Death Stranding has had. I'm excited. I think this looks cool.
It's a good mystique.
Yeah. Elder Scrolls Online is getting some new content. Wolfenstein Cyberpilot. So VR Wolfenstein game.
Nice.
I'm excited for Doom Eternal.
Boom. Same. Talk to me about Doom Eternal.
Just like, man, after having not played the first one for like such a long time and then getting it one day when it was like 40% off, Man, talk about a game that you can just like, you just feel like a god. You're just running around like ripping heads off and like blowing monsters away. I'm like, damn, the second one's just even if it's just more of the exact same thing, I'll be like, hell yeah, this game is fun as hell.
Was that the first time you'd ever played the first one?
Yeah.
Oh man, such a good game.
I just powered through that game. I played it on easy too because I was just like, you know what? I just want to fucking wreck everything.
Yeah,
I don't
power fantasy, baby.
I just want to fucking murder everything. Which is the same way I played Wolfenstein. After playing Wolfenstein, after playing that for like a third of the game on like normal mode, I was like, I just keep dying. I'm just gonna play on easy. And then all of a sudden, I was just like, you're just running through, like hatcheting people and like going fucking nuts. And that's when it feels fun.
No shame in that. Nathan, did you
play Doom VFR?
I did not, but I was gonna ask if you played Doom 2016, but I think you played Doom VFR instead.
I did, and it's funny because that game again is very different experience. That game was like the whole time you feel like you're one shred away from death, and you're just constantly like teleporting and shooting and turning and teleporting and shooting and turning and like using powers and switching weapons, and like that game, like that is intense. Like and I feel like I wasn't working up a sweat because of like super hot kind of play style where you're moving all the time. I was working up a sweat because it was so stressful.
Oh yeah.
But really, really fun. Like extremely fun.
It's like Doom 2016 is crazy fun. Speaking of the teleportation, Nathan, I saw there is a new third-party controller for PSVR.
Interesting.
And do you guys know those like exercise things where it's like half a ball and then it just has a platform on top and you have to like stand on it and balance?
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Wow.
You sit down, you put your feet on it, and to walk forward, you lean forward.
Interesting.
And to like walk backward, you lean backward, and you can strafe.
I feel like I mean, I guess like the VR controls too, it just like takes a little bit of time for you to kind of acclimate and like learn how to use it. But at first I could see that being very confusing.
I think it's really stupid. Personally.
I would rather just actually like be able to walk.
I would rather just have like sticks on my PlayStation Move controllers. That
too. They're like I actually thought that like the only reason why they don't do that is because it can make you really like motion. It can give you motion sickness with a lot of people. For me, it only does it sometimes. I don't know why, but most of the time I prefer it that way. Absolutely, and I'm totally fine. But
yeah, I feel like I have a very high tolerance for it. And granted, I played like 10 hours of Resident Evil 7. I was in VR for like not 10 hours, but probably like 8 hours straight.
Yeah.
When I played Resident Evil 7, and it was terrifying. But like when I came out, I was pretty nauseous. I kind of had a headache for the rest of the day. I felt like I was going to throw up for the rest of the day. But it's like I had spent 8 hours in VR that day.
Yeah.
So
that'll do it.
I was okay with it. Yeah. Oh, I mean, we're just going to run through some of the highlights now. We've been talking for a while. Just Dance 2020 coming to the Nintendo Wii.
Oh.
But not
Nintendo
the
Wii?
Wii U.
The Wii?
Yeah.
The Wii?
Yeah.
Not the Switch. The Wii.
Does still exist?
It's coming to the Switch.
Oh, okay.
But it's also coming to the Wii. But it's not coming to the Wii U.
Patrick.
That was what?
I said that was misleading.
No, the Wii is the best. I might buy this game just for collection purposes. This is actually really, this game is a big deal. And the reason for that is because Just Dance 2020 will come out in fall of 2019. And that will be 13 years after the Wii came out. And the longest supported console of all time was the PlayStation 2. And the last game to come out for the PlayStation 2, I think it was Pro Evolution Soccer 2014, which came out in the fall of 2013, 13 years after the release of the PlayStation 2. So the Wii has finally tied the PlayStation 2 as the longest supported console ever. And if Just Dance comes to Wii next year, it'll beat it. Granted, Just Dance is the only new Wii game there is ever right now.
So just dance.
Yeah.
Just dance, everybody.
I'm excited for Just Dance.
One more game is coming out.
I legitimately might buy that game just for collection purposes. Just to be like...
Buy it and let it just collect dust.
Yeah. Just be
Turn
like...
it on for like a minute and be like, okay, I'm already bored of
the
this.
last Wii game. Maybe. We don't know. 2 Rainbow Six games.
I remember you talking about that a little bit, but I didn't really get a chance to actually look into it. What's the difference? Like, what are they?
So, Rainbow Six Siege. Andrew, did you play Siege?
No.
Okay. But you and I played Wildlands together, and we're going to play Breakpoint together, too.
Yeah.
All right, we are going to play the fuck out of Breakpoint together.
What's Breakpoint?
I'm definitely going to get that. That game, like, that would be fun to just, like, play another one of those, like, just stealthing.
Oh, we are 100%. Probably the 3 of us are going to play Breakpoint together.
Probably. If you just tell me what it is, damn it.
It's the new Ghost Recon.
Well, yeah, but... Wait, why'd you say Rainbow Six? Oh,
well,
Rainbow
we were
Six
talking about
Siege.
Rainbow Six, but then I asked Andrew if he had played Rainbow Six Siege, and he said no. But I was like, you have played...
Well, yeah.
But...
So it's just the next Wildlands, essentially?
It's a sequel to Wildlands, and it's awesome.
Oh, yeah. I still need to play through more Wildlands, but that's dope.
And Wildlands is so cool.
It is.
But yeah, so 2 Rainbow Six games running simultaneously. There's updates to Siege, and do you still play Siege?
Not really. I actually only bought it a little bit ago because it was so cheap, and I only really use it for Terrorist Hunt because that's all I really liked the Rainbow Six Vegas 2 for.
Okay.
I played a little bit online and just sucked so bad that I'm just...
You gave up.
Yeah. Well, you know how it is, like when a game has been out for that long, all the people that are still playing it are gods. Like,
yeah. That's the problem with oh my god. That's the problem with For Honor. So it's just the metagame is way too deep in that game.
Yep.
But so last year around Halloween they did a zombie thing with they called it Outbreak. And it was 3-player co-op. And then now they're taking that concept and turning it into its own game, and it's called Rainbow Six Quarantine.
What? So are you actually fighting zombies?
I'm not sure if there's zombies or like infected, but Rainbow Six
okay.
Same difference?
Yeah, pretty much. All intents and purposes, clickers, they're not zombies.
Screamers, stalkers, runners,
Right.
Zombies.
What is it in
they're all the same fucking thing.
Days Gone? Freakers.
That's dope, though. That sounds like a cool concept. I am interested in that as well.
Yeah, so it's 3-player tactical co-op.
Is it still the same kind of open world thing, or is it like a linear thing?
I don't know. Not sure. But yeah,
even a linear game would be pretty fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it was open world, though, that would be tops. I think that would really make it for me.
Yeah, I think if they like adding, I mean, we're kind of going off topic here, but like Rockstar needs to eventize Grand Theft Auto Online and Red Dead Online. They need to make Undead Nightmare for 3 weeks headed into Halloween. And just make it fucking just make like Los Santos or
both.
Yeah.
Either one would be great, honestly.
Just overrun with zombies. And then because they already do the like snow thing around Christmas in Grand Theft Auto, and then do like a giant weather event where there's like a hurricane in Los Santos in the spring, and just do 4 a year.
just randomly you're like playing and like this huge fucking tidal wave just like washes everyone away.
Yeah, exactly. And you could do a weather event in the spring. You could do Undead Nightmare in the fall. You could do the Christmas thing around Christmas, and you could do riots in the summer, like protesters, and start rioting, and like NPCs are just constantly attacking you.
That'd be cool. And there's just like tear gas and stuff. Like
Exactly.
They have
people like throwing bricks through. Like you can walk into stores by just like throwing a brick through the window and just like robbing them.
That shit would be awesome. They have mods
for 4 that's like that. You just apply it, and like Grand Theft Auto 4 becomes like just the apocalypse, and it's insanely fun.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that Rockstar needs to eventize Grand Theft Auto and Red Dead in that way. Grand Theft Auto Online and Red Dead Online in that way. But so yeah, I mean, there were a few things that there was a lot that we didn't go over. The most important of that lot being the Sims 4 Island Living expansion.
Woo.
Interesting.
But no, new hero coming to Apex, Watson, looks really cool.
I'm kind of excited for No More Heroes 3.
No More Heroes 3 looks pretty lit.
I never played that. I didn't even realize there was a second one, but the first one's super fun.
Yeah, isn't No More Heroes 2? That's not Travis Strikes Again, right? Travis Strikes Again is the new one.
Is it?
Yeah, it was like a mini game collection.
What
it was
is the
weird.
Second one even on?
I think it was on Wii.
Was it? And they managed to fit one in there.
Man, the Wii, what a console! But so we're gonna wrap up our conversation on E3. I know that it was we piddled about quite a bit, but hey, E3 was fun, and honestly, this year actually. I was thinking it was kind of piddling about, like E3 kind of piddled about. It's supposed to.
Stuff,
it's
like really cool announcements.
Yeah,
good stuff to look forward to.
Yeah, good stuff to look forward to. But like, it's the year before new consoles, and so it's supposed to just piddle about. So I'm okay with it. But before we go, it's time for the weekly trivia challenge. Okay.
That's the right answer.
This week's trivia challenge. What was the first game in the Call of Duty series to be developed by Treyarch? Was it A, Call of Duty Ghosts, B, Call of Duty 2 Big Red 1, C, Call of Duty Allied Assault, or D, Call of Duty Black Ops?
I'm going to say Ghost. Final answer.
Nathan?
Big Red 1.
Well, Andrew, I'm sorry to say, Nathan got a point.
Oh, dang.
So, don't worry, he's still in second to last.
Who am I beating?
You're beating Evan, who was on the podcast one time.
Yes! Fuck you, Evan. Suck it.
So our current score, Evan is he's actually from that, they're called 1117 Studios. And I saw a 3DS video he made on Reddit, and it was really cool.
Oh, okay, that guy. Damn, well, he's probably going to be on the podcast a lot more, and I'm going to run to last.
All right, time. So score to date. In first place, we have Ben. Second place is a tie, Andrew and Tim at 4 points. Ben has 8. Sorry.
Oh, dang.
Second place is a tie, Andrew and Tim at 4 points. Third place is Nathan at 2. Fourth place is Evan at 1. So,
suck it, Evan.
But that's all we have for you guys tonight. If you liked what you heard, make sure to subscribe and make sure to leave us a rating and review on whatever platform you found us on. Don't forget to check out our website, coldnorthpro.com, where you can see everything we do all in one spot. I'm the Law Morris. Until next time, reset.
Reset.
Bye.
You gotta hit the button with the pencil so it resets.
I have so much urine in my bladder right now.
That's why I had to go to the bathroom. I just slip out, as they say.
You had pee slip out of you while you were...
Oh yeah, no, I made it use
in your pants, just a little bit,
no, I'm
just
not
a little
wearing
squirt.
it.
Oh, okay. I could have sworn you were.
Everywhere.
This is my house.